right, we got a few minutes. We're heading back to work. There was a discussion of another issue when it comes to are you marrying or dating someone of another race for the wrong reasons? And the reason why I say that is we also are around a lot of Africans, and at our old job especially, we're around a lot of Africans, and like from Ghana, Nigeria, places like that. So there was a really nice guy. It was his ex-wife, but they were still friends, and she would help him at work. And she had taken the time to talk to me. She never talked to me before, but this day she was beaming with pride and joy. And she said, "Hey, Rico, this is my daughter. She got married." I'm like, "Oh, well, congratulations. He's white." Okay, no biggie. But the way she said it was like all of a sudden she had finally hit the lottery. And then it was confirmed because then she further went on to say that her daughter, that is all that an African woman should marry, is a white man, because her life would be better now. And really, in general, she was saying black women in general, because her life would be better. She would be accepted by society and all that stuff. And I didn't even feel like debating with her because she didn't get it. Because I saw the pictures of the engagement, and she didn't look like she was really truly accepted. I don't know if she's in love with him or not. You can't make that call off of a picture. It's a wedding pictures, you know what I'm saying? So it was wedding pictures, so everybody looks like they're happy to be together. But
did the daughter actually marry him because she loved him, or is it that she will be accepted in the society?
Right, and so that goes again to, like I said, our own experience, some of our experiences, and also watching YouTube channels. You always see on YouTube channels, when it comes to interracial couples, if one of them is black, in most cases, black people are very accepting in those videos. Oh, that is so nice they're together, and I'm not saying it's not necessarily that way. Well, it is that way. When they're not black in the videos, they aren't as open that they are as the black people are. Now, it makes you wonder, is that because, they want that badly to be accepted? I don't know. What do you think? Because like I said, I know too many.
It's like with different races too. It's not just the black people who want to be accepted. Look at so many people so many different races wants to be marrying white, because white is the domination, and white is good for everybody. If you marry a white person, oh, you are the greatest.
Right.
It's like, no, why won't you try to work it out with other races like that? It doesn't have to be white.
It can be whatever you want.
In my family, 3 of my cousins are married to white guys, and they are put up here they're Christians, no problem, they're fine. Oh, they're accepting in the family. And then there's you and my sister-in-law, who are Christians, not accepted in the family because you guys are not white.
Right. So
it's like they're trying to be accepted within the white community, and as a social, like they have the privilege by marrying a white person.
Right.
So most people think that way. It's like it should not be that wrong reason. If there's a love, yes, there's a love. I understand, but not for the privilege.
Right. Or thinking that your life all of a sudden becomes better.
You will be better. It's like, no.
And
you're a person of color. You're gonna always remain a person of color, no matter how white your partner is.
Right. And I have seen statistically that black males still marry black women more than they marry anyone else outside the race. But, you do see a lot of black males, white women, so on and so forth. And the reason why I said blacks because, I have black male friends. So, one in particular, if he sees the video, he's going to know who I'm talking about. He says that he specifically only wants to date white women because it feels better. But then he can't explain to me, why does it feel better just to date white women instead of any other women? And I'm not just talking about black women, I'm talking about women in general. It's like, but he can't explain it. So, Or like on my route, my first year when I was driving my school bus, there was I remember, and this is funny. Remember I told you about the black woman who had the white husband, and she actually told me at the bus stop, she because her child was being really bad on my bus, and I was telling her, and she goes, "Let me tell you something. Don't talk to me. My husband is white. Can't you tell by looking at my son?" And I'm like, what does that have to do with anything at all? You know, it's like it was just hilarious because she was insulted that I was talking to her at all about the behavior of her child and brought up the color or race of her husband, thinking that was enough to shut me up, which it wasn't. You know, so I don't get it. So just from looking at a lot of the YouTube videos and stuff and all that, there's a lot of positive, and that's great. There should be. But then, to me, there seems to be a lot of this...
wrong reason.
Yeah, wrong. I mean, and I'm not saying there's wrong reason. Just even more so the, you know, the compliments sometimes, to me, come off wrong. Like, you know, they put their own people down, but then they exalt, you know, the other race. You know, how about exalt everyone instead of exalting just... You know, yeah, that just is. So really think about, and it's not going to change people's views of why they're marrying someone of another race. But if you really think about it, why are you really marrying someone of another race? Not saying it's a wrong thing. You know, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. But why?
Your intentions. You have to pay attention to that.
Right. So I don't know. I just feel let's go straight. And it's just not. You're really trying to get over it. Yeah, pay attention, dude. Sorry, we're live here, so therefore we got to deal with dummies while they're driving.
Not even giving signals.
We'd have been rich. I'd have been like, oh, I would have like put the seatbelt over my neck. Been like, I don't even know how much this feels. How much money? But
they don't even give signals. Still didn't give a signal.
But we also know people who date people out of their race just because maybe they were put down.
Their own race.
Right, by their own race. We know that. We don't, you know,
Many people
a few people, you know. I got a friend of mine, he was darker complected, and he said that it wasn't right how he felt being that black. I'm like, dude, you know, his skin complexion is beautiful. I don't get it. But because of that, and it's not even white women, he just won't date black women in period. It doesn't matter. It can be any other race, but not a black woman. And I'm like, you know, he needs to really work on himself mentally, because that means he really hates himself as a black man. To, you know, I don't know. It's just wrong. So I don't know if you got any other pointers or any other ideas, but it's just something I was just thinking about, because it's on the rise, and that's nice. It's good. That's great. I even seen a few documentaries about China wanting to settle Africa, and I some of the things I saw was legit. You know, it was legit, and so therefore there was a lot of in certain areas Chinese males marrying African women. And like I said, if it's love, that's one thing. If it's for, you know, a whole different reason, you know, no. So I guess that is our 2 cents on that. But, you know, when you go live, you get this, but you know, and you know, because there's more that I'd like to talk about probably, but I'm like, you know, I'm live. How do I, you know, maybe I can do it and then cut it up and splice it later. And I can't because it's live. So, and for our one commenter, we have one person who comments, who is commenting more. Thank you very much. I wish I remembered your name. I'd give you a shout out. Next time I will give you a shout out. Appreciate it. Because we do like this social interaction. Because that's the only way people are going to learn, is by talking about things. And that is our goal, for people to say, okay, I saw the video, now let me comment and let's talk about it.
Because everybody has the right to show their opinion, and we would like to know their opinions about what they think. That's why we are having these kinds of conversations, because we want to see what is your experience? What is your opinion?
Right.
We are going with what our experiences.
Right. Everybody has a different experience.
Yeah, so
So you can't.
we're trying to learn,
Right.
and it's good for other people too, because then others are going to learn from it too.
Right. Because you can't have a better world with just one opinion. Everybody grows from various opinions and positive opinions. So, well, we are now back at work. Everyone enjoy the rest of your day. We might hit you up later. Huh? We might hit you up later. So, peace in the Middle East. 95,000.
Gee,
You trying to go that way?
he wants left.
Let me try again.
Okay. Cancel and